This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Dante Moore. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the snap, it's Hill. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Moore to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. They'll go play action with Moore. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Quickly to the tight end. Just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field.
Finding some room. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good.
Caught, and he's got room. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Moore. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete.
Maybe a crease. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Mobley. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Hill. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dante Moore makes the grab. It's Hill. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Moore to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Using his legs, it's Mobley. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
So now it's second and long. They feed him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here comes the heat. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's more to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Ducks! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Porter.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, they're after him. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Hill. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Snagged out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure going right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Carr. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Moore. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. Working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one that tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Third and 6 yards to go. Moore from the gun on third down. He's got it. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make...
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it up the 30 and still running. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And that is no good. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Stepping to the right. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back at least, but they're going to need binoculars to see where the previous line of scrimmage was. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats. And it's the home squad in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Here's Carr to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. Fires one high and deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. The throw to the outside is complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That's his 3rd touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. There's a crease. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Throwing, Carr. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore, play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Carr hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Here's a heat. Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Here's Moore to throw. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Moore with the play fake. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing Moore. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. The sure hands, it's Moore. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. A great catch and run for 6. Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Williams. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Notre Dame with a second down play to start the fourth. Quarterback keeps it. And they're able to make the tackle.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This quarterback part of their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Play action, C.J. Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
At the 30-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lets it fly. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's got the 2-point conversion, but they are still way behind. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and the limits.
Could be an alley.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The offense set for a 1st down play. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and